நீதியரசர் பிரீத்திபத்மன் சுரசேன சாவகச்சேரி நீதிமன்றத்துக்கு இன்று விஜயம் மேற்கொண்டார். அவரோடு வவுனியா மேல் நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி ஏ.ஆனந கல்முனை மேல் நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி அந்தோனி பிள்ளை யூட்சன் ஆகியோரும் வருகை தந்திருந்தனர். பிரதம நீதியரசர் அடங்கிய குழுவினரை சாவகச்சேரி நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதிகள், பதிவாளர்கள், உத்தியோகத்தர்கள் சம்பிரதாய பூர்வமாக வரவேற்றனர். அதனைத் தொடர்ந்து சாவகச்சேரி நீதிமன்ற உத்தியோகத்தர்களுடன் பிரதம நீதியரசர் கலந்துரையாடலில் ஈடுபட்டதோடு அலுவலக செயற்பாடுகளையும் பார்வையிட்டார். அதனைத் தொடர்ந்து பிரதம நீதியரசர் பிரீத்திபத்மன் சுரசேன பருத்தித்துறை, மல்லாகம் மற்றும் யாழ்ப்பாண நீதிமன்றங்களுக்கு விஜயம் மேற்கொண்டிருந்தார். இதேவேளை நேற்றைய தினம் வவுனியா மற்றும் கிளிநொச்சி நீதிமன்றங்களுக்கு விஜயம் மேற்கொண்டிருந்தமை குறிப்பிடத்தக்கது.
I take great privilege and happiness to be here in Savakacheri Courts Complex today morning. As we know, today is the Sunday. Sunday is given to us not to come to work, but to attend to our own work and relax a bit so that we will be rejuvenated and refreshed so that we can start working the day from Monday to Friday. And every one of us wait until Friday to take the weekend off, but today being Sunday. Well, I am compelled to come here on Sunday, going the weekday. The Monday tomorrow also is a holiday, it's a long weekend. Long weekend, people in Colombo, I get it. Some people have come to the long weekend, but we are not in Jaffna. That is for a pose to the society. And I saw, you can still see. Now, can you hold on like this, the previous status? Now you see. Now you see, majority of vehicles. Majority of vehicles. How many? Just imagine, calculate what the motorcycles and for the vehicles on the side. There are a lot of vehicles, motorcycles. Right, you see, it is matter. You know, you have here motorcycle sales in Jaffna. In Jaffna, you have motorcycle sales. You have. Now see that, and the cycle sales also you have. Just if you count the number of motorcycles and the cycles, wouldn't it be more than the collection of all the motorcycles and cycles in Jaffna Peninsula offered for sale? Now, none of these things are produced here. We give foreign exchange to bring them down to this country. At one point of time, this country has paid in foreign exchange to bring down these vehicles. Now, what are we doing with this? That is the investment. When you pay foreign exchange and get something, it's a tipper or a tractor, maybe to use it for agricultural purposes and earn something for the society, thereby contributing to the economy of the country. Now, push bicycle is the thing that the farmer goes to the paddy field or the bay. The motorcycle is the thing that the farmer or the vendor or the fisherman or any other person, maybe a public servant who goes to bay. Unfortunately, for some reason, it is seized by police or by some other authority, and immediately, according to law, they bring it to the court. What have we been doing? We keep these motorcycles, cycles, tractors and lorries Until when? Forever. Until it decays to the ground. Now what have you done to the foreign exchange that this country has spent? You convert it to soil and to scrap iron. You don't give foreign exchange to import scrap iron. But vehicles, having imported vehicles, what you do? You let it be converted to scrap iron over a period of time. Are we not committing the crime? Economic crime? For whose benefit we are doing it? So that is why, this is not only the Kawachari folks, everywhere. There is not a single courthouse that you can step into free of these things. The fights, fires, and even the skeletons. The skeletons. Are we supposed to kill skeletons? Skeletons you find only in graveyards. But we have it. For whose benefit? No purpose. So then Mr. Anandaraja said, we are a noble profession. Yes, we do. We have a high place in the society. The lawyers are considered very high in the region and the village and town and in the country as well. Now look at, this is the place we work. This noble profession. Is this a work of a noble profession? Even in a poor village house, they are not kept in this way. How can we call ourselves a noble profession when we don't have the capacity to maintain our own workplace in the profession? Noble profession, then you can write on a piece of cardboard that we are a noble profession and hold it to be displayed to others. That is the only way. Would you think people will believe and accept that we are a noble profession? No. That we have to show by action. So, in that sense, now it is true that he gave instructions to all of us, and he appointed Mr. Anandaraja to look after the northern province, and another one to the eastern province. Both the provinces have done to the zero level. It has been brought down to nil, except a couple of heaps of sand that has been brought very recently. There is no other culture, no cycles, no cycles, no skeletons, no other rubbish in courthouses. Now you see for yourself. Now don't you take pleasure in coming to work, coming to appear in, go into Chawakachari, just walk into Chawakachari, court complex with pleasure. We do. Imagine I came to it. I was welcomed and I came without any hindrance. Now as it appeared from the street, we wouldn't have organized such a nice function here with all these productions. And it is just in a matter of months, with cooperation of everyone, the court staff, the lawyers, the police, and the judges. And we had to work hard, and we achieved this. For whom did we achieve this? Firstly for us. Because if you take your lifespan, if you live for 50 years or 60 years, then you start perhaps looking maybe from your late 20s, if you start young, then you live only about 30 years in the profession. And you come here in the morning, after getting up in the morning, you have breakfast and come here, you don't do any other work in between. And then you spend time here, and then you go back to your chambers and having consultations and things like that. And then go back to your home only to take dinner and sleep. So in that sense, most of the time out of your lifespan is spent in the workplace. That is common to every working person. If you are doing a business, if you are a shopkeeper, well, your life is there in the shop rather than at home. So if you need to keep your workplace pleasant and also leave it for the next generation. And now there is a next generation of lawyers. By your action, you can proudly say, this is what we do, that this is what we have got from our predecessors. With all this rubbish, we came and made it for you. So it is your duty to upgrade and keep. And it is said that as a man, as a human being, as a man or a woman, you have a social obligation to deliver to the next generation a better thing than you receive. And that is how this world and the country is developed. So to that endeavor, let me thank you profoundly and from the bottom of my heart, the appreciation that I offer for this work well done. Having said that, there is a thing called rule of law. We know that. We also know what happens when the rule of law is not there. When some people have taken the law into their hands, that is not what we want. We want to walk freely on the streets, do our businesses freely, engage in our profession honestly and freely. And speaking about this process, Chava Kacheri is one area in the Jaffna area. It has district court and magistrate. So the 11 districtors and the magistrate, they are responsible for maintaining the rule of law in Chava Kacheri area in their jurisdiction. So when people do business, when there is a dispute, they come to the district. If there is some criminal offense committed, maybe it's a theft or robbery or any other thing, they come to the magistrate. So they will, after the trial, they will punish those people, and in the district court, they will decide what is correct and what is wrong, and give redress to maybe those who are engaged in business. The court will resolve their disputes so that they will continue with their business. And magistrate's court will look after put the errant person in remand or jail and make the others so that everyone in the area will be free to carry on with their day-to-day life. Children can go to school, people can go to work, farmers can cultivate, fishermen can go to sea. There is no problem. That is the rule of the everyone is protected through courts. So who is the conduit between the people and the judge? The lawyers. So it is the lawyers profession, or the legal profession, the lawyers in the court setup is paramount, and it is necessary and mandatory. And it is therefore, I say, that you, the lawyers, are the persons who are primarily maintaining rule of law in this area. Then when the judge gives a judgment, when somebody is not happy, then you go to Jaffna High Court. So there is another set of people, Jaffna Civil High Court, Jaffna Criminal High Court. Then they will see whether the courts have done it correctly. So there is people have second chance. So that you see how people get confidence. Now what happens? There is a dispute in somebody, in the person's business or even family dispute, they come to court. Okay, then you register your number to that case and hold it in court. But you never finish that case. You keep it. Keep it for years and years like those productions, like those motorcycles, like those cycles, like those tractors. You keep it. There are cases like that. Farming broken production. When a sick person goes to the doctor keeps that person on the bed. And then all the beds are full. Then maybe you like maybe then another boat comes, maybe another boat. Or some people are putting medicine in the veranda. So you are having it full of patients. Nobody wants to send anybody home. If you don't finish the cases, are we not doing the same thing? We do. So what's the point? What is this profession? What is this problem? Even a butcher when he gets some beef or mutton or whatever, he go to sell it and he will eat it for the next day. The next day he will bring a fresh stuff. So if you bring up the confidence in people, it is then only people will find more and more cases. If you keep those cases, hang on to those cases, obstructive its disposal, even look at ourselves, think about ourselves. If in such inefficient approach in the area or in the system, if something happens to us, maybe a road traffic accident, you get your car smashed. You don't go and buy a damages, because you don't know. You are sure that you will not get damaged. So what's the point? Only those people who do not get fined. So that is not the system, that is not the whole system we use. And that is what we have started reorganizing everything. So I know some solution that we have identified. Indeed, this I know when he was DJ also he did the market job. And we were fortunate to have Starman and Johnson here as ministers. They also experienced judges and they did their best to the society. Now they have brought them up quite side for judges. Johnson of course has to be sent to Eastern World State here to send someone. And so they will interact around, they will be people who will be sitting in judgment over the original court judgment. So indeed, I know Mr. doesn't keep cases. I asked him yesterday also. Actually, his court I don't have to supervise. He is taking care of everything. And it's nice because this area, the Jaffna area is very warm. Still there is no AC, but still we continue. So that's not a problem for us. Because we were not only this. If AC one day you get issue here, so it is okay. So we are not the only people who are without AC. The other day, yesterday we went to Pachati. You must see how those Navy people working on the also. What is it? They have that whole series of events of people from India to India and various people that they are seated on the road. No exit, no question. So we didn't come to this earth to eat anything. That's not the main purpose. We came here to serve and make things better for the next generation. Not to eat, drink, sleep and die. What's the point? What's the point? So let's get together and do our best to the society and take that thing with us, which is the only thing which we can allow to us at the end of it. Thank you very much for listening.